What's up, ASL peeps? Gambi here. This video is going to be a bit strange because I actually forgot to record my own video for this video, and I tried to do like a voiceover with Ian talking in the background, and I just talking over it. But it was just so bad that I scrapped that idea, and that's why for this week you'll just have Ian, or like power rankings with Ian, and not with me. You will still see my picks, obviously, but you will just hear Ian talking about his thought process, what he like, why he put people there. And I know it will sound weird because like sometimes he reacted to what I said, obviously, and my part, which I said obviously isn't there because I forgot to record my audio. So this episode is really like clumsy and probably pretty bad, but yeah, I just majorly goofed, but I didn't want to put Ian through the trouble of recording again with me because of a mistake I did. So I just put all of the stuff he said behind each other, and there obviously will be some gaps in between because I said something and stuff, but I hope you'll still have fun watching this video. And yeah, sorry again for the inconvenience. And last thing I have to say, like, that it's a really bummer that I forgot to record my own video because this episode was pure comedy gold. And sorry to Ian as well, obviously, who took like half an hour of his time to record this with me. But yeah, I just messed up majorly, and yeah, sorry again, guys, for that. And I'll see you guys next week for week 8. Then when I hopefully won't forget to record my own voice. Bye, guys.
What's up? I've still got faith in him, dude. Honestly, that game was filled with hacks. The Cresselia would have won that game, I feel, but it ended up dying because it got hit itself in confusion. And Scrafty got froze on switch in, which put a lot of pressure on Cam's team. He also made some questionable plays, like sacking his Yan Mega, which is his only way to break that Crest outside of hacks. So I just felt like Malone probably deserved to win the game more. But still, congratulations on your first win. I put Shadow above because he does have a better record than Malone. Malone still does inch it out over Cam because, like I said, it was a bit of a robbery. But yeah, put Shadow down there, but he's still below Static, and because he made some really bad plays overall. He switched in Deoxys to Latias behind screens and died to Draco Meteor. I'm not sure what his thought process was there, but it just seemed like he didn't have a solid game plan throughout. So I felt like the people below him played better. So at 11, we both have Static. He also lost 5-0 this week, but I feel that he did play better. It's just that Hutch played. He was just the better player in the game. I will say that I felt like Static's matchup was pretty bad. His only answer to Thunderous in his entire draft was Blissey, and Blissey just lets in Lopunny. So that's a struggle overall. Yeah, Susie is currently 3-4, while Ian, who is my 10th, is 2-5, I believe. He did lose 4-0 to Brad in the Commissioner Bowl. I feel like he rushed his prep a little bit. He was definitely underprepared for both Vanillux and Reuniclus. And whenever he got momentum in that game, his only big offensive presence wasn't able to break Klefki. So it was just, he had a hard time that game because he didn't spend enough time in prep. And Brad, as you probably know, spent several hours prepping. So yeah. But it was like everyone else is fighting like 80% Brad, and Ian had to fight 100% Brad. It was just a lot harder. So I can't knock him too hard, but he does have a slightly worse record than the people below him. So I had to put him at 10. Anyway, at 9th, I have Susie. It's probably the lowest 3-4. No, it's the only 3-4 team, actually. All the teams above him are actually 4-3 right now. He was pretty lazy in his prep against me. I feel he actually probably could have won if he had Hidden Power Fire Sharpedo, but he said he only spent like 5 minutes in prep for that game. So you can't just be like, you can't be lazy in prep. That's the common theme here, I guess. It's just teams losing off not spending enough time in prep. But like, he just sacks win cons sometimes. Like he sacked Volcarona, which put in a lot of work versus TCP, and instead preserved his Zygarde, which got walled by Quagsire the entire game. It's just like, what are you doing there? He did play well other than that, but TCP is just so good, so you can't drop the ball on any play against him. Yeah, that's fair. I decided to put TJ here because I felt like his game, even though he did win 5-0, it didn't look like he had to try that hard. Like, no offense or anything. Um, but Shadow just handed him Pokemon, like led off Araquanid versus Swellow and stayed in. That was a free Pokemon. The Deoxys Speed was a free Pokemon. Definitely very solid prep with the dual screen Latias to put a lot of pressure on Shadow to make those misplays. But yeah, just less impressive wins, less convincing wins made me decide to put him at 7th instead of 6th. I put Keister here. He did lose 3-0, but I feel like he probably would have won if he hit Focus Blast on Hippowdon, or at least he would have had a lot of momentum into that. He did misplay a little bit trying to beat Milotic with Charizard X, and not having Regenerator on Tangrowth lost him a lot there, but it still felt winnable for him. I did put him below Hutch though, and you, because he's on a 3-0 loss streak. It's not looking like he's got a lot of momentum going into his next game, so that's why I put him here. Yeah, I decided that Hutch slightly edged it out because I felt like he had to try harder in his game versus Static, or at least he looked like he was playing a lot better. He played his War Call and Thundurus really well. He could have stayed in on with Thundurus in a lot of situations and risk it, but he like really made sure to not risk his win cons. So I just felt like he played smarter than the other teams. And also winning his game does give him that slight edge over Keister. Yeah, for sure. I feel like your wins are like a little bit more impressive than the people above, and you played really well to make sure that you won that game. You didn't risk too much, and yeah, just that Focus Blast miss and no Regenerate on Tangrowth once again definitely helped you out, but not so significantly that I was going to deduct you any ranks for it. Mm. It's kind of scary to see how good his prep can be when he really puts all of the effort into it. It's like how he played the Vanillux and the Reuniclus was just so difficult for Ian to deal with. It was just like really cool to see Brad playing at his peak. Yeah. You mean like one of the top leagues, you know. Not GBA, but yes, I get your point. Yeah, GBA's been doing some accepting some shady coaches, I guess you could say. It's I'm not sure. I haven't been following it too much either, but just what I've heard. I definitely get it. I definitely get it. But here's my thought process on it. TCP, very strong prepper. Got a big win on Static with the 4-0 through the like really smart play, having a counter for everything. Just great play overall. But TCP has proven that he can lose games. He can be beaten. I haven't done that yet. Like if TCP was like say 5-2 and I was 6-1, I would definitely more understand TCP being first over me. But I just haven't proven that I could lose the games yet. This sounds super cocky and not what I'm trying to mean at all. But like, it's a trend. See ya.